Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Before I'm going to start my video, as always, let's ask for support from Creator. Then we're going to create this seed with this very special prayer, the prayer from Sefer Toldot of Adam, the book of Adam. And we're going to start with very, very special prayer to create proper opening and to get blessings from it. And you can see I put Torah on top of the Etz Chaim, the tree of life, because in this prayer, the Etz Chaim is referred to Torah. So let's begin. עץ החיים היא למחזיקים בה, ותומכיה מעשר, דרכיה דרכי נועם, וכל נתיבותיה שלום. מגדל אז שם אדוני, בו ירוץ צדיק ונשגב. שזהו צדיק, דהיינו יסוד עזר אנפין, שרץ מגדל דוד, מגדלות וגדולות, ועל ידה הוא עושה תולדות, וכל הזוכה להסתכל בו ידע בו חוכמה עליונה, וזוכה שלא תשכח חוכמה ממנו, וידע את ריבונו. And here you just can scan with your beautiful eyes the combination of three letters, which is in himself connect to different level of angels. And this is the secret of Book of Adam. And we're going to complete with last sentence, prayer, Ki bi yarbu yamecha v'yasifu lecha shnot chaim. So today we're going to discuss this upcoming week. It's really, really important week. We're talking about from June 4th to June 11, 12. Now, what's really special about this week, it's this whole week, Venus will going to be challenged literally from every direction. So what it's mean for us, because Venus represents relationship, she represents understanding of the beauty, and first of all, beauty within us. The way how we appreciate ourselves, the way how we're taking care of ourselves, this is how we can take care of others. If person who neglect himself, his person who doesn't know how really truly love himself from the spiritual realm and how really appreciate himself, he absolutely cannot give the proper love and know how to share to others. And this is one of the main thing we every time our soul return to this realm, to this dimension, in order for us to improve the relationship with ourselves, relationship with the creation, with the creator, how really what is spirituality for us, and very important, our family. They are our number one channels, and they are reflection and mirrors who we really are, no matter how difficult sometimes it is and if we like it or not. But our soul, when our soul in high, before she received the assignment to return here, she see everything and she accept everything. And opposite, she asks for more challenges, because through the challenges she can reveal a lot of light and go through transformation. And this is why we're here. Therefore, this week I can't even express enough how it's important. And especially today, I'm making this video on Sunday, June 4th, which is a full moon. And this is really not by any means, ordinary and easy moon, because this is, you can see, as always, I share sky with you in order for us to learn and understand better what's really happening in the sky. We can see, if you click my arrow, we can see moon. She's in Scorpio, and she's literally getting closer to the stink of Scorpio before she's enter to Sagittarius. So what we really need to remember here, and it's in a position, of course, with Sun, and one of the reasons she's in Scorpio, because the Sun, it's still in Taurus. We're talking about sidereal system, direct sky, and it's not Western astrology. Okay, so while I'm going to explain to you a little bit about very like a main, really important events upcoming this week, in order for you to get maximum benefit from it and to understand how to really deal with your inner voice, why you feel certain way, because each of us have such a unique and complex, but in same simple, combination in natal charts, which is the blueprint of our soul. Our soul, when it's their soul descent in this dimension, she choosing particular family, the place and location is everything what exactly missing for our tikkun process. Tikkun process in Hebrew, tikkun, it's really the our reincarnation process, which is we came to transform. I don't like to fix word. I always mention this. It's not spiritual word. There's nothing we need to fix here, only transform, because there's no conversion in spirituality. The energy never disappear. Energy is always here, and it's really up to us how we're going to use the energy. Okay, guys? So we're going to start with probably let's go right away. I'm going to do day by day just for us to see what's happened especially with the moon. So on June 5th, Venus actually going opposition with Pluto. And I don't need to tell you what is the Pluto, right? Because the Pluto really here, his main, let me show you first. You see, we have a beautiful Venus, which is she's getting closer to Mars, and she's going to be 6 degree, 5 degree, and 6. Let me just move a little bit more. Yep. So we have still, yeah. So this is the closer. Actually, today's Sunday. Let me look at today's Sunday. Yeah, actually, today she's already starting process on to be in complete direction in opposition with Pluto. So on top of we have full moon in Scorpio. Then we have a Pluto, which is king of Scorpio. It's the ruler. It's the lord of sign of Scorpio, because in ancients Mars was really always represent mainly Aries and not a Scorpio. So the Scorpio really we can say it's definitely Plutonic. And Pluto, by doing opposition with Venus, he's going to really challenge the Venus we have inside of our sign, inside of a natal chart. Because over here, Venus, she usually very sweet, and she's she's very helpful, and she's very tactful, and she's, I mean, with a lot of tact and with a lot of nourishment. But because we have a Mars here, and Mars, it's not his best position to be here, especially it's getting to 14, 15 degree before he's moving to Leo. Mars definitely creates a more energetically, not even aggressive, but definitely environment for Venus. Then she needs almost to feel she needs to protect herself. So what is going to happen? Why it's really important for the relationship, especially with Pluto? Because Pluto, is the planet as well. It's a planet which is expand, but it's expand the left column energy, which is desire to receive for the self alone. Okay, because if a Jupiter, for example, it's another big planet which is expand everything, but Jupiter represent right column energy. Jupiter represent, it's called tzedek in Hebrew, which is tzaddik, the righteous. It's completely opposite. But here, Pluto really gonna play different scenarios for us in order to mislead us and always like create an unnecessary movie, which is we can become actors from by this movie. So my recommendation for you, always remember what Kabbalists recommend us practically. It's really important to zoom out from situation when it's happening, when you're in meds. If something happening upset you and you're not really in agreement for it, before you're going to speak up, because before you're going to share your opinion or spread your emotions to other people, and especially inside of you, just pause for a moment and observe situation and try to be like a movie director and not to be involved. Because what's happened when Venus opposition in Pluto, your intense emotional nature may create many problems for you, because and as well we exiting from full moon, we all feel a little bit more emotional, and our body, even on a physical level, feel how we react to things. And if you're already in a time which is full moon not affecting you at all, and you don't even know like what I'm talking about, and it's something good for you, congratulations. But most of the people, including all 4 kingdoms, even the mineral kingdom, vegetarian kingdom, animal kingdom, in our human kingdom, we all big time influenced by moon, by her phases, right? So what important for you guys to remember, to the way how we work with Pluto, it's first to stop and recognize what emotions right now coming. And then you need to connect to your thoughts and practically to understand if this is the thoughts, whatever it's coming right now, getting inside before you're going to speak up. Because when you're speaking up, it's already too late. The thoughts, it's much more important than what comes from your mouth. Just really recognize and ask yourself if this is the thought I create or it just came without invitation. Very important. Because, in either case, you will align yourself from those who may be um, really close and dearest to you. And Pluto, he's one of his malefic signs. He loves to affect everything what connect on in karmic process, because it's very karmic planet, right? It's the king of underworld, and he represent the other side, and the other side is really important. Satan here really came to challenge us. In order for us to become righteous, we need to know how to use the darkness, because darkness is extremely important. Without darkness we cannot reveal light in our dimension, in our limited reality. So guys, please really pay close attention. Try to be very, very nourishing, and just connect to the highest of your soul, connect to the righteous of your soul. This is really, really important week, because this week can determine a lot of things for the future, for the relationship. Okay, so just for us to pay attention. Let's go further from Sunday, and let's go to Monday. So now moon moved already to Sagittarius. But another thing I want to show you, the beauty about direct sky. While she's in Sagittarius, she just came out from the stink of Scorpio, and she's entering the 12th degree of Sagittarius, when she can shoot, and our emotions gonna right now race on a different level without tact, and we can become a little bit more. We can speak up tough and like rough words. We have to be careful, because the Sagittarius, one of the thing they came to really work on themselves is to control what comes from the mouth, because they're very, very high souls. They have a lot of knowledge. They constantly seek for knowledge, but if something not the way how they work, they not holding. They like a shooting, like an arrow. You see, like here in the sky, the shooting arrow. This is what they do with the words. So just really, really important. And another very important thing we need to mention about the June 7th is the Mercury. If you guys look at the Mercury, let me show you our beautiful Mercury. Now, guys, you see the Mercury here. Mercury almost in a perfect conjunction with Uranus, and Mercury preparing himself to enter to Taurus. And it's almost already touching the sign of Taurus while it's still in 27 degree in house of Aries. It's already on the body, on the direct sky. He's already touching Taurus. So Mercury slowly entering to the new sign of Taurus, which is important for us. I'm making the new video about the Mercury getting to Taurus because it's one of the most important months for financial decisions. I would say even 2 months, because the summer months is especially more toward July and August. According to Kabbalists, it's one of the most important months for making money and for the business. And a lot of people actually on July and August going on vacation. And this is you understand the opposition of this. Of course, we need vacation, and of course, we need sun. But the most important months of the whole entire year, because the sun becomes superior, especially when sun gonna move to Gemini and then Cancer and Leo, very important time. So look what's happening here. Another thing not helping us this week with the our restriction from our mouth, it's definitely Mercury conjunction with Uranus, like speaking without thinking. But what's really, really important, some big things going to happen this week potentially in a financial world. Some things, so it's going to happen literally overnight. Then some people who's not prepared, they will be surprised how it's happened. But people who follow in and understand what's happening right now in financial world and the bank system, they probably already prepare for these big changes coming, and it's going to happen literally this week, and next week it's going to be continuation. Very, very important period of time. So about little bit about Mercury moving to Taurus, one thing we really need to understand. So during this time, Mercury in Taurus can, create new desire for material world, new desire for us to improve our material and financial affairs. But we have to be really cautious and careful because, it's almost like right now we're in a period of time when you already plant the seed and your tree start to grow, but this is not the time to touch it. You can definitely make decisions by improving, but do not make any really dramatic decisions. Okay, it's really, really important. It's really important event because I'm actually happy Mercury moving to Taurus because what I can see in the sky, while it's going to be big changes in the bank system, certain things for a lot of people will be improving. Why? Because they finally understand the reality we're all in. A lot of people finally to understand it's not about how much you spend money, it's what really money represents for you. Why we need to spend less, not because we need to make less, no. Why we need to be more nourishing to money, and because money is raw energy. But another very important thing, when Mercury right now start to move to Taurus, I strongly recommend this particular week to donate. Very first of all, donation monthly and monthly level at least 10 to 15%. It's absolutely must. This is how you create account in upper level for your safety, for your security, and for the blessings above. But if you don't do this regularly, I really recommend this month, really, especially when Mercury enter Taurus, it's going to help you. You're going to create like a really special seat with special protection. Let's move to June 8, because in June 8, Venus at the secret degree midpoint of Rahu in Ketu. Rahu, it's a north node of lunar node, and Ketu, it's a south node of moon. And they're gonna be, and it's in Cancer, in Aries, and Libra. So Cancerian, Libras, and Aries, extremely important week for you, no matter what you have in your chart. Just check your chart. What do you have important in Cancer? What do you have important in Aries? What do you have important in Libra? This is like relationship at the center focus of the whole entire year, because this is talking about the portal will be open for the cosmic opening for some karmic understanding of relationship. Very important. Let me just move quickly over here. We have a 7. There you go. You can see 7. You can see Venus 7 degree. You can see Libra south node, which is Ketu 7 degree. And then we have in opposition, of course, Rahu, which is north node at 7 degree. This combination with Venus, so important. Don't forget Venus in Cancer. And what is the Cancer? Cancer represent moon. So Venus right now communicating with moon, she becomes like moon, because Venus represents female energy and moon is female, and moon represent like a woman, it's like she has a menstrual period, and moon is well going from the phases of the full and again of the luck. And we all are gonna really feel, but I will tell you what's really the secret about this day. Ancients used to wait for this particular day in order to do special meditation. And if you have a Zohar at home, I strongly recommend for you to go to, there's so many locations of Zohar which speaks about the soulmate connection, which speak about relationships, especially portion Lech Lecha, come out of your home. If you need copy of special pages, please reach out to us, send us email. You can see the estherastrohealing at gmail.com, and my assistant will provide you with a copy of the reading and the pages, or actually screenshot we can make for you and send to you as well from the Zohar. I can't tell you express enough, guys, of importance of this particular day. We're talking about June 6th, and we're going. Let me continue with June 7. Then we have June 8. It's already Venus coming out from it. So we're talking about really June 6 and June 7, and even June 8 as well. And look at the moon. Moon, it's actually in opposition with Venus with 12 degree, while the lunar nodes and Venus communicating with each other. You understand how important it is? Because when moon closer to Pluto, she's the whole combination can, please be aware, do not give energy to illusion. Do not let some really some situations which is not even worth it to any fight or miscommunication or separation to let you to create the damage which is going to be really really hard to recover from it, especially if you in a relationship you're going through some challenge. Opposite, make this week communicate with your partner, study together. I can't even tell you guys the importance of study together as a couple. It's a number one thing you can create like a blessings and new energy in your relationship. So look at the sky. Just remember what I told you. This is extremely important day. This is the day when you're going to do meditation. Ask Cosmos to give you support. You the only one who really knows what you need, in a sense of what support, what do you feel, the same situation returning again and again, because what connects a relationship, we almost have the same pattern, how things happening and where it's leading to us. I definitely very important. Let's move forward to June 8th, which is Thursday. Now, June 8th, we have a moon, which is coming out of Capricorn, and she's going to Aquarius, and soon she's going to say hi to Saturn, okay? Which is another really important combination, going to be for all of us, because you know what, even though Venus it's 8 degrees, she's still in the triangle, she's still in completely holding hands together with lunar nodes, and moon still in Capricorn opposition. So another very important day on June 8th for us really to connect and to remember. Very important. Now so really June 6, 7, and 8, and even 9, you know, guys, really important for us to kind of to be into. Now, another thing I want to recommend for you guys, when if you don't have a new dynamic in your relationship with your partner, or if you're single, definitely this is the good time for you to go inside and ask yourself, how can I rethink or replay inside of myself the way how I communicate, what my expectation relationship in the past and why it didn't work, and how much I want to change now, improve myself, to transform myself in order to attract new level of relationship. This is the week. This is the week for it. I have to tell you, and I would love to hear from you guys. Please send me messages, send us emails. I want to hear how things going to you. Please I hope you, if you see this video helping you to understand better astrology and improving your life, definitely like it. Put comments below the video. I always respond. If not same day, I can always respond in few days. Would love to hear from you, okay? Now, what really magical about Thursday? Thursday, the day of Jupiter. And Thursday is one of my favorite days besides Shabbat, because the Thursday there's a special cosmic opening on afternoon of Thursday to study evening on Thursday. It says in ancient books, then the righteous used to study at midpoint at night between Thursday and Friday, because the special cosmic opening exchange of energy between normal day into Shabbat. And this is the day really good to study, and to study Zohar, to study any spiritual book you have, in order for you to connect to the Mochin. The Mochin, it's in Hebrew, it's the spirit you're born with. He's almost like your best buddy. He's with you all the time, which is come from the seed word of moach, which is moach in Hebrew, it's the my brain. So when every time we study, we're straightening our spirit, we're straightening our angels, which is behind us. Some of us have many angels, but most of us have at least 2 to 3. But some people, when I do reading with people, you can see how much support they have and they're not using. I sometimes even want to scream to wake you up, just screaming to wake you up, guys, to really understand how big we are, who we are. We don't even know who we are. And we many times letting other people to tell us who we are, to break us, and same thing we do to other people. So just mind your business, work on yourself, and just give only love to other people, okay? And don't, and each of us need to know, like if you overgiver, know that sharing and giving, it's completely a different concept. If you are someone who hard for you to give, this is good opportunity to wake up, okay? So let's move to next day. 1 second. We're moving right now to June 9th. Now Moon moving, and she almost in a perfect conjunction with Saturn. And it's a Friday. So what really good for in this combination, and because it's in the degree on 11-13 degree, open your chart and look what's happened. And as always, I want to mention about the Saturn. Saturn is my favorite planet. I consider myself as an astrologer, Saturnian astrologer. And Saturn represents Shabbat. It's called in Hebrew Shabtai. And he's right now in 7th degree. And you need to check what do you have in your chart 13 degree. And if you watch my video and you know in what house you're right now, your process with the Saturn, which is extremely important. It's only once in 28 years we have particularly a house sign we're getting from Saturn when he's going in transition in the progress chart I'm talking about, and as well in your natal chart. Check what degree. If you anything have within 13 degree or 3 plus 3 or plus 3 degree within 13 degree, the Saturn right now giving you lessons. This is the point, because with the 2.5 years, he's a transfer from each degree, and he's giving us a little bit less harsh time, okay, before he's going to be stationary and then move forward. So for us to prepare for him to be stationary, this is the time. So definitely check where it's getting, okay? It's really, really important. And another thing you see, the Mercury already moved to Taurus. It's already in 3 degree. He's getting soon closer to Aldebaran, which is we're going to get a lot of understanding and inspiration, whatever connect to sustenance, whatever connect to abundance, and as well self-worth, right? Because Taurus, it's represent early family dynamic, but most important, the self-worth. What's really a sustenance represented for us? It's not just money. It's the whole concept of appreciation. Okay, so it's really, really important. And let's move to Shabbat, Saturday, June 10th. We're going to have as a day of Saturn, right? And Moon exactly in the Saturn, together with the Saturn in Aquarius. And she just passed River of Life. So it's really beautiful combination for Shabbat. We're going to feel more deep. We're going to have more desire to study, more desire to connect to creation. Because remember, Shabbat is not just any day. There's even different set of angels sent to this dimension in order to support us spiritual process. And the whole upper level in the other realm of reality, going to the Keter, it's a beautiful celebration. The whole universe celebrates Shabbat, and this is why Shabbat Saturday was given to us. You don't need to be Jewish to celebrate Shabbat. Just always do something special for Saturday, for Shabbat, because this is the time when your soul channel and receive all the nirvana, all the divine inspiration, everything, because this is the time for us to rest, to rejuvenate before we move forward. I have to tell you, I don't even know how people live without even have a understanding connecting to Shabbat, because when you constantly with cell phone, you constantly worry, you're constantly working on something, you don't even give yourself really time, 25 hours just to rest, and not just to rest, to study, to get yourself from this reality, our 6 days reality, to the higher reality. This is what really Shabbat about in nutshell. You understand? It's so important for our soul. And I just gonna move just to Sunday, just to see for us what we're getting on Sunday. And they go Sunday, Moon is gonna be in Pisces. And by the way, afternoon of Shabbat and all overnight until Sunday morning, Moon gonna communicate big time with Neptune. And when Moon with Neptune, we're going to have very powerful dreams. In general, on Shabbat, we have powerful dreams, but as well, this particular time from Saturday night on Motzei Shabbat, before you're going to go sleep, do meditation, read spiritual books, and ask to give you some answers for whatever you're going through to show you the way. This is really, really powerful because when Moon in Pisces, she's in the highest of the another reality. It says in Aramaic, itaruta delatata, it's beyond our understanding, it's beyond, it's going there beyond chesed and the trio of love reality. So it's very, very powerful, very mystical combination. Definitely use. And whole Sunday, listen to good music, read poems, connect to beauty, painting, photography, anything what Neptune loves, and make sure you separate between illusionary reality, what Neptune knows how to provide, and intuition, because he represents both. He represents intuition and really misleading. So make sure you understand that as well. What else on this Sunday? What I do love about the Sunday is a beautiful Jupiter in 11 degree, and he's really gracious. He will have us more desire to go for hike, to go do more things, and Mercury move here with 6 degrees. He's becoming, more desire to understand financial world. By the way, the Sunday, good day to cook together, do really stuff which is, on your backyard if you have, like, to take care of your, your lawn if you have your pets. Really, really excellent day. I like it Sunday. I like what I see. Venus, what can I tell you guys? Venus going to be in 11 degree in the stomach of Cancer. She's going to be a little bit sensitive. She's going to be psychic, but make sure you not over psych yourself. Like, don't over guess. Always communicate, because she can actually do some drama here. We don't want that. Okay. Now, one thing I want to mention. Saturn on specifically this Shabbat and as well on Sunday, Saturn gonna provide us a very special cosmic opening because of the 13 degree. He's moving more closer to the degrees, which is really holy degrees in the sky, and we're going to have some divine inspirations this period of time as well. So I like it. I definitely like it. So guys, before I'm going to complete my this video, I just want us to live with this idea. Perhaps it's going to be some stuff, but this is the reality, and this is what we really need to understand. We're born alone and we die alone, but really die only on a physical level. Soul, it's infant. Soul never die. And every time when we come back to this reality, we need to understand that without spiritual work, real spiritual work, we cannot awaken our spiritual memory, because without understand where you came from, what you already accomplished, what you already understood, it's much harder for you to move forward. This is why it's important to understand where you came from, your soul level, what you already understand. For that, you need to learn how to minimize noise inside of your mind, and just to learn how to be more quiet in order for you to receive messages and to use your divine inspiration, your birthright. Okay, so as always, guys, I wish you many blessings, lots of love, and I would love to hear from you. All the best. Bye bye.